As the host of the Song family, arranging for a few days to stay with his son is normal. In this way, it can also create a chance for his son to have more contact with Warnya. Ragnar even thought, this time he will find a suitable opportunity to talk about marriage with Mr. Song. Presumably Mr. Song will not refuse. After all, there is no family bigger in Orus Hill than the Wu family, and Roger is the eldest son of the Wu family and the first heir of the younger generation. It is not an exaggeration to say that he is the fifth king of the first diamond in Orus Hill. As long as Mr. Song agrees, he will definitely help persuade Warnya. In this way, the marriage may be settled soon, and the two families will choose an early auspicious day together and the marriage can be done. Ragnar is not young anymore. He has been hoping to hold his grandson and see the continuation of Wu's incense with his own eyes, but he has never met a woman worthy of his son. Just now, he caught Warnya at a glance, and felt that there was no better daughter-in-law than Warnya in this world. However, he never dreamed that Warnya had already belonged to someone in some way. Moreover, the man who made Warnya so enamored was the culprit who turned his second son into a tea-swallowing beast. Honor, who hadn't spoken for a long time, looked at him coldly and saw that the Wu family father and son were moved by his sister Warnya. At this moment, there was a faint excitement in his heart. If Warnya could marry the Wu family, that would be great for him. At that time, Warnya will marry the Wu family as a young woman. Naturally it is possible to compete with her for the Song family's property, and he will become the well-deserved heir of the Song family. He was afraid that Warnya would get along with that Charlie. He didn't know Charlie's true identity. He only knew that Charlie seemed to have some supernatural powers, and he really made his grandfather respect him. If Warnya is really with Charlie, then there is no doubt that Charlie must join the Song family. At that time, he will be in trouble. Warnya herself is his biggest rival for the family property. If she doesn't marry far away, she will always be his rival. Moreover, Grandpa respects Charlie very much, and dreams that he can enter the Song family. If Warnya really makes Grandpa do what she wants, then Grandpa will definitely pay more attention to her and Charlie. At that time, Warnya and Charlie will be in the Song family together, so how can they still be in their early days? Therefore, the last thing he wanted to see was that Warnya was really with Charlie. Now that the Wu family has the intention of marrying, all they have to do is to find a way to persuade Grandpa and Warnya to accept the Wu family and send Warnya out early. Warnya didn't realize the intentions of the Wu family man. She and Honor had a polite conversation with the father and son. Seeing that it was not early, they left because of inconvenience. Ragnar and Roger kept sending them downstairs. Watching them get in the car and seeing the car go far away, Ragnar sighed and said, "Warnya, this girl is a perfect girl." Roger on the side also nodded and said, "I didn't expect her to become more beautiful after a few years." Ragnar said seriously, "Beauty is only the second thing. Family background, education, and temperament are the most important." As he said again, "However, Warnya has no choice in these aspects. If you can marry her, it is really the best choice for you." Roger smiled and said, "Dad, you can help me a lot with this matter. Warnya's parents have passed away, so you have to start with her grandfather." Ragnar smiled and said, "You can rest assured, Dad knows that. I believe that Mr. Song also hopes that Warnya can marry a good family, and our Wu family is the best choice." After that, Ragnar said again, "I think, if I tell Mr. Song about this matter, Mr. Song will definitely agree to immediately, and then start working for Warnya. If it goes well, within a month, we should be able to make the marriage agreement." "Okay," Roger said excitedly, "I'd better have the wedding this year." At this moment, Roger had only Warnya in his mind. As for his poor brother, he had completely forgotten him. When he returned to the ward, Wu Qi began to lose heart again. The nurses are already busy, bringing in the special meal that has been sterilized with high temperature, feeding Wu Qi to enjoy it first, and then using gastric lavage to wash out as much of the food as possible. Ragnar went in and took a look, then walked out with a black face. Roger didn't even enter, and sat on the sofa outside alone, looking at Warnya's WeChat moments. Before coming to Orus Hill, he had not paid much attention to Warnya, who had not seen him in a few years. However, seeing her just now has completely ignited his deep desire for Warnya. Therefore, he wanted to browse all the photos of Warnya's circle of friends at the first time. He carefully observed every picture in Warnya's circle of friends, and while looking at it, he sighed in his heart that she was a perfect girl, and he couldn't find the slightest fault. So, he secretly vowed in his heart that he must get Warnya anyway. On the way back with Warnya and her elder brother Honor tentatively said to Warnya, "Warnya, I think Roger seems to be interesting in you." Warnya said flatly, "Oh." "Oh?" Honor asked curiously, "Why are you so cold?" "Otherwise?" Warnya said, "Is he interested in me?" "It has nothing to do with me." "Do I have to be very excited?" Honor asked, "Roger looks like a hero, so don't you have any interest in him at all?" Warnya shook her head and said, "I have no feeling for him at all, and he is not even a friend in my eyes. At best he is a half-acquaintance."